Coming up, local teens arrested in Florida. Why the sheriff decided to charge them while on a basketball trip, plus the allegations the coach is facing. Child seriously hurt in a hit and run. 5-year-old boy is fighting for his life in D.C. tonight. We'll tell you what police say led up to this accident and the license plate that they're looking for. Fallen officer honored. The D.C. cop who died on duty in December, given high recognition this week for his service. How his family hopes the community reflects after his sudden loss. The Maryland election safety. We'll tell you why leaders are asking for your help ahead of hotly contested races this November.
And Sunday's going to have a few showers in it. We'll show you what the timing of those showers might be and who might actually receive them. Coming up.
Also showing you this week's grocery savings. The tips to stretch your dollar, to avoid burning a hole in your wallet, and ensure your family stays healthy.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Saturday evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 10 o'clock. I'm Ben Dennis. New tonight, DC police say that they are looking for a driver who took off after hitting a 5-year-old boy while he was riding a scooter. This child is fighting for his life. The accident unfolded last night in the Shipley neighborhood in Southeast on Ridgecrest Court around 6:45. The boy was rushed to the hospital. Police say the driver involved was speeding nearby, and now they're looking for a dark blue Nissan with a Virginia plate number TAK 9548. Anyone with information is asked to call police. And this crash comes after a 9-year-old boy was killed in Fairfax County while riding an electric scooter. Police say the driver of a minivan pulled into a neighborhood in Herndon on Madden Court Thursday night at 5:30. That's when the boy hit the rear passenger side of the van. He died at the hospital, and police say there's no evidence right now the driver of the van was driving recklessly. They add that she is cooperating with investigators and is currently not facing charges. Police could not confirm how fast the boy was riding that scooter. However, they say he was not wearing a helmet. Meantime, police in Fairfax County say an elderly driver crashed into a farmer's market stand, hurt an adult and a child on Main Street in Fairfax. Police say the victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries and the market remained open. No word on any charges. In the district today, family members of a D.C. police officer who was killed while on duty honored Terry Bennett in a celebration of life. Bennett was hit and killed by a car in December while helping a stranded driver on 695. It was this past January that City Council passed a bill to establish July 21st as Terry Lamont Bennett Recognition Day. The celebration for Officer Bennett was originally scheduled for Tuesday, but was postponed, according to the family's Facebook post, Weather. Family members of Bennett say that it's impactful to see how many people he's affected.
A lot. It means everything. Seeing all these people out here from different walks of life, even in the local community, it's so fulfilling to know that Terry had this much of an impact, and we're seeing it in person today.
Officer Bennett served with MPD for nearly 8 years. May his memory be a blessing. All right, we'll get into more local news in a moment. Your forecast with meteorologist Scott Sumner. Scott, sizing up a pretty interesting 7-day forecast. Some scattered rain here and there. Have the umbrella ready, right?
Yeah, it's going to ramp up here over the next several days here, Ben. Right now, everything's quiet and clear, and we had a nice day today. Really nice start to the weekend. The last 2 days were absolutely ideal. Well, hopefully we can see a little bit more of that in the near future. But high today was 82, and the average should be 90. Morning low was 67, the average low should be 73. 100 was the record high set back in 1930, the record low 58 in 1876. Right now, we're seeing a temperature of 74 degrees under clear skies. We look west towards the Roslyn area from our rooftop camera, and our satellite from space looking down, taking a photo view of this, showing clouds off to the south and to the north of the area. But for us, we are just encompassed in nice clear skies, a starry sky this evening. And this area of low pressure, that will continue to move out into the Atlantic, so no worries there. As far as breakfast forecast here, could even have a little patchy fog in the morning, 6 o'clock, 66 degrees, partly cloudy at 7 and 9, and temperatures climbing up through the middle 70s. We'll talk more about tomorrow's forecast and what to expect when that rain and storm action comes in with the 7-day in just a bit.
All right, Scott, we're seeing a few. Developing story tonight. Several members of a local youth basketball team and their coach were arrested after traveling to Florida for a tournament. However, police say the players ran afoul at a convenience store. All right, Dave Laval tells us what happened.
Malik Harvey works here at the Cheltenham Youth Detention Center in southern Maryland. He's also a youth basketball coach. His team has now received national attention, but for the wrong reason. A security camera captured 5 players from the Run-It-Up basketball team during the early morning hours Thursday at a 7-Eleven in Davenport, Florida. They allegedly left with nearly $37 worth of snacks. Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd says they never paid.
We responded and arrested 3 of the 5.
The sheriff says the players arrived in town for a tournament without their coaches, who arrived on a later flight. Investigators spoke to Harvey once he got there, as they needed help to identify the 2 other players.
Of course, we had 3 in custody. He denied knowing who the other 2 were.
Judd said that's when an assistant coach stepped forward.
She identified the other 2, one of them being her son. She cooperated. She was as mortified and upset as was appropriate.
4 of 5 of the suspects are from the district, the other from Lanham, Maryland. 4 are 17 years old, another 16. They're all charged with 4 crimes, including conspiracy to commit retail theft and violating the county's juvenile curfew ordinance.
You're not going to come from all around the country and steal in this county without going to jail.
Harvey is charged with 4 counts, including child neglect and resisting without violence. In Cheltenham, Maryland, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Brought to you earlier this week about a non-fatal drowning at a DC college campus as a 6-year-old continues to fight for his life. The University of the District of Columbia, UDC, has put their athletic director on administrative leave. The school has also put lifeguards and the UDC aquatic director on leave. 6-year-old Adonis Jackson was found unresponsive at the bottom of a pool on Monday while taking part in a Nike soccer camp. Investigators were told no lifeguard was on duty when this happened, and about 30 kids were in the pool at that very time. A coach pulled him out of the water and performed CPR until medics got there. Adonis' family attorney telling us, "We take the university at its word that this review will be thorough, fact-based, transparent, including as to the actions, responsibilities, decision-making, oversight, and compliance, or lack thereof, of every individual and entity involved." He also says Adonis was underwater for roughly 2 minutes. We are finding more details after $292 million of taxpayer money is reportedly slated to be used to house National Guard troops in D.C. and once they're deployed here. The Guard has announced this funding proposal for up to 2,000 apartment-style units, and a contract was awarded to a corporate lodging company, Placemaker, and does not apparently include an end date. A Guard official previously told our partners at The Hill the Pentagon expects to maintain a presence of the Guard on city streets until January 2029. That's when a new president is set to be sworn in. The housing plan still needs approval from Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. DC News Now is your local election headquarters, and Montgomery County officials say they're laying the groundwork to ensure a safe and secure November election. The county executive now says it took 1 month for all ballots to be counted and certified from June's primary. In total, 161,000 voters cast their ballots, about 23% of eligible voters. But county election officials are expecting a far greater turnout for the general election, and that's why they're asking for your help.
4,000 Montgomery County voters of all backgrounds, all party affiliations, and from all parts of Montgomery County to serve as election judges to help us administer this process.
Mail-in ballots will be sent out mid-September. Early voting for the general election starts October 22nd, and the last day to vote, Tuesday, November 3rd. We're also getting a closer look at Metro's efforts to modernize the Red Line. This could include doors that separate trains from platforms and fully automated trains. Randy Bass explains what this might mean for riders.
Yes, this project could make your commute look and feel very different. We're talking about partial height platform doors, about 5 feet 7 inches tall, right here at the edge of the platform, about my height. And Metro says it hopes it creates a more safe and reliable commute. bringing the Red Line into the modern age. This modernization project with platform screen doors requires full automation of the Red Line, so train doors line up with the platform doors every time. Metro says these partial height doors are the best way to retrofit these stations with reliability, safety, and efficiency in mind.
What we need to continue to focus on is upgrading our 40-50-year-old legacy infrastructure to make it more resilient, make it more cloud-based, more modern, and the less components that we have connected to that means less things that could fail, higher reliability, and higher safety.
Metro has seen dozens of trespassers on tracks so far this year with 10 fatalities. Earlier this week, Metro saw Red Line issues and big backups after a pipe burst and flooded a control room at Van Ness, causing signaling issues, which means they couldn't move trains. Metro GM and CEO Randy Clark said those signaling issues would be a thing of the past after what's estimated to be a $1.6 billion investment in the project.
We're optimistic we'll be able to do the entirety of the program with the funds from the federal government, but there's a long ways to go and a lot of partnering that we need to do.
This morning, Metro's board talked with reps from other transit systems from around the world that already have these systems in place, adding they may be planning to visit to see their systems in action.
If the full program gets delivered, signals with platform screen doors and the like, it's a transformation for the entire agency.
And Metro leaders say they're still in the very early stages of planning for this project, but they are hoping to deliver by 2028 or 2029. At Judiciary Square, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Our thanks to Randy. Expect delays, meantime, if you're planning to ride the Metro this weekend, including for your Sunday. WMATA says that they have restarted work on the Orange Line. That means trains will run on one track between Vienna and West Falls Church stations in Virginia. They say trains will travel between the two stations every 25 to 30 minutes. Metro says in order to take a train to DC or Vienna, you must transfer trains at West Falls Church. Service returns to normal Monday morning. The Smithsonian welcomed kids to their Family Day at the Arts and Industries building. This event featured live performances from the Washington Ballet, plus some hands-on STEM and art activities. Performances, too, from George Washington and Amelia Earhart reenactors. And the kids even got the chance to meet beloved PBS Kids characters. It was also the last chance for visitors to see the American Aspirations exhibition before it closes. Coming up, spending less next time you hit the grocery store. We're going to help you stretch your dollar with how you can save some cash. Let's take a live look outside. Meteorologist Scott Sumner has your full forecast just moments from now.